Hey guys, welcome back to the KotLC Fanbase. My name is Joey, and today we are going to be revisiting Sophie's biological parents. Who are her parents? Now, this video does include spoilers, and this is a very big disclaimer. If you have not read Legacy, please click off this video because we're just going to be going all in on the spoilers, starting in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I hope you left because we obviously know who Sophie's mom is. So the only thing that we're going to be looking for in this video is who Sophie's dad is. So I presented some theories for 4 people who I think are probably going to be Sophie's dad. So let's get straight into it with number 1. Number 1 I think is going to be Elwin. Elwin has been a character throughout the entire series. He is super nice and supporting. I think he's a great candidate for her father. Let's put him through all the tests to see if he could work. Because the Black Swan have told Sophie some info about her parents, like a list of things that would have to fit her parent for it to actually work. The first one is that the father and the mother have no connection to each other, and I would say this is true because Orlai and Kenrick, they don't really know each other. The next one is that if their parents were revealed, it would topple the Elven world. I would say this is yes, because not Elwin specifically will topple the world, but the fact that a counselor had a baby with someone else would. Since every person on this list would have to have a baby with Orlai, I'm just going to skip this category from now on because they would all fit it. I hope this makes sense. Next one is that the person really wants to be involved in her life but can't because it would reveal the fact that that is her father. I think this is true because he's always very supporting and he really goes out of his way to support her and care for her, so I do think that he could fit that category. The final category is that they are not part of the Black Swan. This of course is true. Maybe he is part of the Black Swan, but these terms were said during the earlier books when he's definitely not part of the Black Swan. So if he joins in book 9, this means he's just going to be removed from the list of characters. So leave your thoughts about Elwin down below. I think that he's a very strong candidate, as I already said, for her father. Let's get on to the next one. The next one is Gethen. Surprisingly, I do think Gethen could work. Gethen is a blonde telepath who's been in the series since book 1, yet his origin story is still unknown. He could have donated DNA and then switched sides to the Neverseen. Like he could have been part of Black Swan, then he donated his DNA for the project and then switched sides, and is now hoping to make Sophie a Neverseen member. That would also explain why he went after Orlai in Lodestar. He knew that cutting their crucial link between the Black Swan and the Council would make Sophie more likely to hate the Council if she was getting less support from them. I want to be quick by saying that Gethen fits every category but the one that states he wants to be a part of her life. I don't think this one really fits as he's not supporting for her because he's battling her almost every book. But all of the other evidence leads me to believe that he could really be her father. So again, leave a comment down below about this particular theory about Gethen. As for Elwin, I don't think he's as strong as Elwin, but he definitely really looks like it fits because he's blonde, he's a telepath, super powerful, and he has an unknown origin. The next person has been on pretty much all of our lists from the start of the book, which is Tiergan. Sir Tiergan, that's just how I pronounce it. If you don't pronounce it that way, that's totally fine. But the only reason that I'm putting him on this list is because of a fan theory that I recently saw. Tiergan could be her biological father. It would make so much sense. He's part of the Black Swan, he's on Sophie's side, blonde, and a super powerful telepath. And he had to remain hidden because of his Black Swan connections. Tiergan and Orlai also have no connection to each other whatsoever, and one of the categories does say he can't be part of the Black Swan, but I mean, he's blonde, he's a telepath, and actually being part of the Black Swan would help the category of toppling the Elven world because a Black Swan member and a counselor had a baby. That'll be much more toppling, world toppling, I guess you could say, than a regular person like Elwin and then Orlai, a counselor, having a baby. You can also use this for Gethen because he's part of the Neverseen. I actually do think that would be worse than being part of the Black Swan because the Black Swan are the good guys. So I do think Tiergan, he could be her father, but let's go on to the final theory. The final theory that I'm putting out there might be a little controversial, but I'm going to say Lord Cassius as my final person for her father. Well, first of all, just like pretty much every other person on this list, he's blonde. He's a telepath, but he's a very powerful empath. The only reason that I wouldn't want him to be her father is, of course, because I ship Sophie. If he were to be her father, then Sophie would just totally crumble because we don't want sibling and sibling, no. So this theory is for you, SOPHIE'S shippers. Long story short, Lord Cassius, he fits all the roles except the Black Swan one, and maybe the one where he wants to be part of her life, because he really isn't in the book much, but he's been slowly rising. He was in it a bit in a flashback. He did make a pretty big reappearance in Legacy, so who knows? I think he could be her father. And about the Black Swan one where they can't be in the Black Swan, Lord Cassius joined the Black Swan in Nightfall, and I'm pretty sure all these terms, as I said before, with Tiergan, these were stated all the way back, maybe like Never Seen or something. So he is all good. All of these points being said, I think every single one of these characters definitely could be her father, but I'm gonna rank them in a list of what I think is definitely gonna be her father, at least on my point of view, and then who's the least likely to be her father out of these people. So I'm gonna say, first of all, I'm gonna say it's a tie between Elwin and Tiergan. I think they're both really supportive of Sophie. They both have a very big role in the series, and they're both very powerful, and Sir Tiergan is also a telepath. So the second is going to be Gethen. I don't think he has much bigger of a theory as the other two, but he definitely has a lot of points on his side, like he's blonde, he's a telepath, and he has an unknown origin, so he could definitely be her father. Now, at last, the final one. I'm ranking Lord Cassius at the bottom because I don't think Shannon Messenger would have us building up the ship Sophie all the way into Legacy just for it to be completely destroyed if Lord Cassius was his father. Now, as much as Shannon Messenger loves her plot twists, I don't think she would do something that drastic as building up this entire relationship and then having them realize that they're siblings, and Keith would be like, oh my god. Like, it would just be so disgusting. I don't think Shannon Messenger would ever do that. So I don't think Lord Cassius will be her father, but he does bring some big points. So, I mean, who knows? So that is it for my 4 lists of people who are going to be her parents, and I ranked them and who I think is going to be the most and then the least. Definitely leave a comment if you have your own theory about one of these people, or you have a theory about another person who you do think will be her father. Of course, we might actually never know her father, because book 9 is supposed to be the last book, but she could always make more. But if it's never revealed in book 9, we will probably never know. If it is revealed in book 9, she could go to the matchmakers once and for all and get her match list, which is pretty much a very big thing in the Elven world, and this book, of course. And we could also just discard all of these theories and just say it could be a random person that donated DNA, or a person that we don't know, but it's also part of the Black Swan. I have no idea. So that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed this video and agree with my points, definitely leave a like, and if you enjoy our content and want to see more KotLC content, hit that subscribe button and put on the notification bell so you won't miss another upload. Definitely leave a comment if you have your own theory, blah blah blah, all that YouTube stuff out of the way. That's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!